Hi, I'm Leanna Dono, a Durham County Extension Master Gardener Volunteer, and today we're demonstrating how to actually make the microsprayer lines that are part of your container microsprayer drip system. So in the previous video we showed you how the whole system worked, and we showed you how to connect up the different pieces of the system. And I said that I had actually assembled my drip lines in advance. So what I'm working with now is an adjustable 1 to 10 gallon drip emitter. This is how they come from the store. They're about $1 a piece. The little spike point is what you put into the plant pot. Up here we have the little dial that you dial up and down to emit more water or less water. This little nib is part of the emitter itself, and this is what I'm going to attach the tubing to. This is actually the barb. It has two ends because it'll connect one end of the tubing to the 1/2 inch tubing. I'll explain it. So the first thing you do is you want to go ahead and twist the barb off of the stake. Okay? So now I have the stake, which will have a piece of tubing here. It'll go into this one end of the barb. That'll have the other end of the tubing, and then we'll push the whole piece into the 1/2 inch tubing. Now you'll notice that what I have here is my cup of hot water heated in the microwave to boiling water, and that I have the two ends of my 1/4 inch micro tubing. Now the reason we put it in the hot water to soak for a few seconds is it softens the plastic so that you can get a really good seal on the barbs and nibs. Okay? I also have my punch. Notice that this punch is just the depth of this 1/2 inch tubing. Now that's how I'm going to make the punch when we put the actual tubing pieces together. And I have a pair of shears or scissors that are sharp to cut the plastic with. Okay? So let's see if the tubing has heated up enough. Ah, very flexible. Now, this one piece of tubing is cut on an angle, so I'm just going to trim it here so I have a nice flat piece of tubing to go on. So, one end of the tubing, doesn't matter which end, I'm just going to slip onto that nib. So I fit it right into the hole in the tubing, and I shove, and it cozies right up next to the edge of the plastic. See, it won't come off, and it was very easy to do. Just normal hand strength will work, okay? Because I softened it first. So now I have an emitter on one end. I have an empty end. On this end, I'm going to want to put the barb. Now, notice that there's a chisel point and a flat point. The flat point goes into the other end of the tubing. Same process, insert and press. See how it fits really flat right up against the plastic of the barb. Okay? Now what we're ready to do, let's move the water out of the way. Now I'm ready to punch my hole in my tubing. Now you'll see I have a few drip lines already. Notice that those drip lines are actually on the side of the tubing, so that these will spin easily, and that way dirt won't be likely to get in between the fittings and clog the tube. If you punch them on top, dirt will fall right in from the pots, and so it's better to punch on the side. So I'm going to turn my tubing upright. I'm going to take my punch. Now you usually don't punch more than 6 inches close to one another. So this is the end of my tubing. I'm going to put one right about here. So by holding the tubing still, pressing into the tubing, and there we go. Did you hear that pop? That means it's gone through. You'll see the hole it made in the tubing, and you'll see there's no mark on the other side. It's the perfect depth. Some people will say, well, just use an ice pick or a knife. Well, the problem with those is they could go right through and bust the other side of the tubing. Now I'm ready to attach my dripper. So I've got that chisel point, okay? The chisel point, I'm going to press. Do you hear that pop? That is the emitter tubing attached. So in about 1 minute, I was able to construct the microsprayer line, attach it to the half-inch line, and now I have a drip hose line with 4 emitter tubes. It's that simple. See our other video on how to assemble the entire system, and good luck with your project.